Hiya. I ate all the cheesecake yesterday. Now I'm inconsolably sad because I have no cheesecake. Life is not worth living without my cheesecake, and I forgot to turn off my notifications again. I'm gonna keep doing that. And it has this really great cherry sauce. Really great cherry sauce. But I have no more. And I don't want to go out and buy some more because that's a lot of calories and it's expensive. And if I eat a lot of it, I am probably going to be big and fat. And I'm going to play offline because I'm a loner and I like being alone and doing things by myself. But I like being watched, so I guess I'm an exhibitionist. Actually, I think I might be an exhibitionist. That's kind of unsettling. Let's play the game. Let's not think about my existential crisis here of being okay. Yeah, that just popped in my head and I think I am. Eh. It's not even like I want to get paid. I just want someone to look at me. And it's not like loneliness or anything. I don't want company. I just want to be watched, which is weird. Would I live in like a... Okay, did you watch Fiona and Cake? Because Simon, then he lives in an exhibit. He made himself into an exhibit. And he sort of lives there. I guess maybe he's in the exhibit so he can live there for free or something. But he lives in the exhibit. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't really mind that. You know, living in a glass case. I'm not sure I'd want to live with cameras in my house. But, you know, living in a place... That looks exactly the same. I thought these were supposed to update. How do I update them? Oh, okay. Maybe... Okay, maybe it's not updating because I have it in offline mode. So if I host the game... The island looked exactly the same. Unless the Tenderfoot Island is exactly the same. Let's try this out. That looks different. I think that looks different. I'm gonna have to look at the video, but that actually looks different. I think. Yeah, I'll have to look at the video to make absolutely certain, but I think that looks different. So if you just play offline all the time, maybe it doesn't update your maps. Let's see if we go to offline. A little bit of a bug hunt here. And if I go back in the video and I see that the island is exactly the same, I'm actually probably going to report this. Because who actually knows how many people play this on solo? This is more of a community type game where you want your friends with you. But I don't want to play with anybody right now. I want to be able to do this by myself. I usually only play games that I can carry my friends in. Yeah, that was the same one that we just loaded, but I think it's different than the one that we had a few seconds ago. In the first load in. Everything else is the same. The orientation of the luggage at the opening here, that's the same. Now, I'm not going to take this lantern because it doesn't seem like the lantern actually staves off much heat. Or saves off much cold, giving you much heat. It's also the cherry part of the cheesecake. It's also nice and bitter. It's not overly sweet. Well, it is a little bit overly sweet, but it has a nice bitterness to it that I really love. I wish it was far more tart. I don't really like plain strawberry jam either. I like strawberry and rhubarb. You know, to have that kind of soury tartness. Might be one of the few things that I probably shouldn't eat, but because it might have something in it that I'm sensitive to. Yeah, I think this looks different. I would really have to look at the videos to tell, but I could just be fooling myself. Yeah, there was a floating rock right at the top, and that's not there right now. Okay. Let's get up in there. Ooh, 2 bonus. Oh, awesome sauce. No, energy drink just makes you faster. Doesn't actually give you more stamina, I think. Oh, wow, this one is nice and easy. Look at how much stuff is around. Hopefully, we can actually get past the snow level. Okay, do I want to go straight up? I think straight up is probably the best bet here, instead of trying to crisscross from one side to the other. Although it is taking a considerable amount of stamina. Yeah, that was more than I had anticipated. Okay. What is that? Is that like another random artifact, or is that supposed to be like the moon or the star? Something? Okay, here we go. Might be going through this a little too quickly. Are these poisonous? Nope, they seem to be okay. Ooh, another rope cannon. And I think I'm going to eat this snack. And I'm just going to keep the second rope because it seems like that is my best bet. Because I'll need a lot of help, probably, in the winter biome. But now that the whole course has changed, it might be way easier. It's possible. I think we're gonna go up this way. Ooh. Do I just want to shimmy in behind here? Yeah, we'll just shimmy in behind here. And anything... It's a lot easier over there, but we have to climb that distance. Whereas over here, it seems like... It seems like there's a path right here that's a little less taxing. Right here. No, 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 no. There we go. I need to remember to relax and just wait to recover. Ooh, that's a weird shape. I don't think these are hand curated. I think they're solely generated. Oh, more. I don't think I have anything that I want to get rid of. No, I want at least one healing item. So wait a minute, I can carry this in my pockets instead of my bag. Yeah, I forgot about that. Even though that's like a core concept. Okay, let's see here. This isn't as... I don't feel as much joy as I did yesterday. Okay, so... I think we're just going to go up that way. Maybe. I could probably make this here. Then go up like that. The key is remembering the layout, and I am not good at remembering that kind of stuff. Like, a lot of times, I have to do something multiple numbers of times before I can remember, like, the orientation of things and maps and stuff like that. I basically lived in the same city my entire life, and I still don't really know where things are. Okay, this is where the big shrish comes. Oh, I'm gonna grab this. No, I'm gonna grab this. And this, I don't want, because this gives us more healing capacity. And I'm gonna eat this. But these I'm gonna keep because they restore a lot of stamina, a lot of extra stamina. Do I want to go up that way or over that way? I think over this way is probably easier. I'm still going to take the easy routes here. That's probably not easier. Yeah, that's not easier. There we go. Nope. At first, I thought that you had, there was some kind of reward system if you took, highly resistant paths. But I don't think that's the case. I think this is completely in 100% random. I don't think there's any curating at all. Which I guess is it's a pretty, high ROI for a game like this, for a $10 game. They spend all of the time and assets making the game look a certain way and play a certain way and have a particular feel on it, but then they have high playability by having a randomly generated component, like changing the mountain. But, realistically speaking, if I beat all 7 peaks, I probably won't play it again unless they add something to it. And for $10, you know, they haven't exactly made any promises or anything. So for $10, I'll buy DLC. I'll buy like a new kind of experience where the we might be in a with different pitfalls and different hazards and things like that. I would totally go for that. I don't like DLC, but I'm not like structurally against it. Especially if the core core program, core gameplay, core whatever delivers on something they promise. But if they promised on something more and they strip it out, or like they promise something more and they don't deliver, or they have something implemented or planned or something and then they strip it out or hold it back during production to then sell it as DLC, that is something that I don't really like. Mass Effect did that. Mass Effect 2, I think, was the one that really did that. What's her name? The thief, Gato. The last name is Gato. Katsumi Gato. She was actually designed in parallel with the game, with the whatever, and her model is stripped out, but like her dialogue is still in the game without the DLC being in, before the DLC was released. Again, I have to point to a game like RimWorld that's doing it right. They have a core concept that they want to do, and they go for that core concept and they perfect it and they make it as best as they can, and then they go, okay, how can we make this even better? And then they will decide on a new core concept that they implement into the DLC, but all of the peripheral improvements that the DLC will bring, that becomes part of the baseline game, which is perfect. The other side of the coin was KSP. KSP, I thought, that was the first early access game that I got, and I thought that was a perfect model. I bought it for $7. It was super early access, and because you were one of the early adopters, you got things like free updates and things. So you were part of the core testing apparatus, and instead of being paid for your beta testing, you were allowed to play the game and get free updates, which I think was a very good trade-off, because your time is valuable. Don't forget that. A lot of people seem to have been convinced by corporations or whatever that I said that I wasn't going to talk about economics, but I seem to have broken that promise. But the core tenet, oh no, I don't want that. The core tenet of a lot of these, a lot of the sentiment is that a person's time is not valuable, and it is valuable. Your time is valuable. Oops. So when when somebody wants you to do something, even if it's like enjoying their media, and it's not good, then they're taking your time and asking to be paid for it. That's why most people feel kind of cheated when they watch a movie that's not good. Or you read a book that's bad or boring, or not what the picture on the front of the book is supposed to purports to be. Did all of these have spikes in it last time? Why do I feel that this is harder? Okay, where can we go? How can we do this? I don't see a good way up, and I don't like that all of these vines have spikes on them now. Like, they didn't the first time around. But I see less bombs. I'll take that trade-off, actually. If there are less of those explodey things, I'll take that. Most people weren't alive during well, not most people, but I mean most people who might watch this weren't really around for the big oh shit, the big video game crash of the 80s. And that was basically companies making very bad, very basic, very shitty games with great box art, paying for reviews and all that kind of stuff, and creating bad games that drove the confidence of the video game industry down. And it was a big hit to the industry. Like, we're not talking a little bit, we're talking about almost the complete loss of confidence for years. And Nintendo was actually the people that brought it back to some extent. And the way that they protected that was by having the Nintendo seal of approval, saying that this is a quality game. And even Nintendo now is sort of really shying away from that and signing off on games that are kind of gimmicky gotcha bullshit. Okay, we're up here. And I don't see a really good way forward here. I guess I could try swinging around to that side of the mountain somehow. Go up here, go up here. Oh, no, I can't get to there. There doesn't seem to be a good way here. I can get on top of that. But then where do I go from there? Unless I can walk around this, I don't see... Maybe there's a reason why I got that hook shot, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe hook shot now. Oh, I want to play Zelda now. Not a new Zelda. I don't like the new Zeldas. Not because there's anything inherently wrong with them, but I prefer the top-down Zeldas a lot better. The Four Swords is one that I hadn't played a lot. I bought it, but I started getting out of... Was that the GameCube, or was that the Game Boy Advance? I can't remember which one it was, but I bought it, I played it a little bit, but I started not playing games as much at that time because I just sort of got busy. So maybe I would like to go back to that and play it. That would be nice. Okay, I don't know where I am, and I don't know where I'm going at this point. This is like totally and completely exploratory here. I'm just assuming there's going to be something reasonably nearby. And I don't think there is. There's this. Ah, shit. Ah. That was a pretty good setup, too. Yeah. You don't have to force me to watch this, you know. You can let me skip it. I still want cheesecake, fucker. And Wind Waker. I'd like to play Wind Waker again. Not Wind Waker. Link's Awakening. Wind Waker wasn't bad either. I watched my friend at the time play through the entire thing from beginning to end. And it kind of got me into it a little bit. Despite the fact that I'm playing a 3D game right now, I enjoy 2D games more. It's just, there isn't a lot of 2D games right now that have recently come out that are like really great. Like RimWorld obviously is pretty good. But I mean, there's a lot of shit to choose from that is just shitty. Come on, Bing Bong. I'm obsessively taking you with me because I will absolutely win this. No. Ooh, a Pinton. Pinton are okay. Oh, I just noticed there's an island back there. Okay, I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna look at the island, but I bet you there's not gonna be anything grand over there. I think this is just completely random. Yep, this is not anything meaningful. So, my original theory that the map is generated entirely at random is continuing to hold true. Did I mention I want more cheesecake? I think I did, but it deserves repeating. The distress I feel to be cheesecakeless is insurmountable, and my neural divergency is saying we need cheesecake. If you don't get cheesecake, you're going to die. And then I have to like reason with myself, and I say, you're not going to die. It's just cheesecake. And it's like, no. I'm going to die without cheesecake. I need this dopamine stimulation, or I will die. I will wither and rot away without the hit of dopamine from shoving a fatty milk product down my gullet. And of course my brain doesn't listen to me because my brain's an idiot. That's why I try to poke it with things. You know, shove Q-tip in your ear, your finger in your eye, just to punish it for its lack of cooperation. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Yay, food items. I was saving food items for a while, or not taking them and not eating them because I thought, well, I'm not hungry, so I don't need them. No, it fills the stamina bar. It's a good idea to eat them. This will be good for later when I'm in a position where I've used up all my stamina and I need a little bit more of a boost. Okay, how am I going to get over there? think I'm just going to try going that way again. I think that's the first way I went. Oh, I can climb straight up there. This is the first part of the level. So I think I'm going to be Obi-Dobi, but I don't know that. I think I may have gone the wrong way. Ooh, button mushrooms. Those don't look great. They have spots on them. And spots could mean danger, Will Robinson. How far up is that? I don't know. Let's try. Ooh, that was close. That was right on my bum. I have never had any kind of desire to go mountain climbing. But I really would like to learn how to paraglide. Motorized paragliding. I would love that. But it's so expensive. It'd be like $10,000 for all the equipment. And I also have to get licensed and have insurance and all that kind of stuff. And the instructors are very gatekeepy. Very gatekeepy. There we go. I think we're gonna go this way. This part that looks like a vagina. Like, I realize that they want to they want to ensure that the wing that you buy is of good quality and is safe. And I understand the desire to, go with trusted brands, but I also feel like, it's my life. If it's passing some kind of presumed inspection, then why not? Like, parachutes are inspected. Like, the same kind of inspection must occur to paragliding wings. So there must be some way to determine if the wing is suitable for use. And if a third-party company wants to build something for less, then no, I think... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the drink because climbing apparatus is more important than stamina at some times. At some points. Because the fact of the matter is that especially when you're like exporting stuff from China, the product that you're buying that isn't the brand name is the brand name. It's just, being sold by the contracted manufacturer for the thing. Like Webasto heaters is a big example from that. There's one company, basically one company in China that manufactures all the heater bodies. So no matter which heater you buy, the body is from this one place. It just doesn't have the Webasto branding on it. And they are like a fifth of the price. So, you know. And there's a certification process. Like, there's a certification process to say that your wing is fit for flight. Second. I had to not sneeze. I was fit for flight. There's a whole inspection. They look at the stitching and all that kind of stuff. So if everything looks correct from that respect, then what's the difference? I don't really remember anybody dying from, you know, glider accidents where manufacturing was the biggest contributing factor. Most of the time it's, you know, loss of control by the individual. Plus, you do have a emergency chute that you can throw. So, I don't get it. Not that I'm advocating, you know, I'm not saying that I would absolutely fly on something that was, you know, a tenth of the price if it didn't have some kind of proven track record. I'm not nuts. I just don't think brand names are important. What in the hell? Whatever. I'm not phoning him back. He wants to hang up after 2 rings? Whatever. Not that I don't really see brand names being something important. It's not like in my wheelhouse kind of thing, you know what I mean? People swear by brand names, but especially nowadays, brand importance has gone completely the other way, because brands are no longer building shit themselves. Like, I was just watching a video about somebody who was is building knives. I think he's building something, but he needs like furnaces and things like that for I guess smelting and working the steel. And the furnaces are supposedly made in the United States, but because of tariffs and things like that, they have to pay more. But I suspect that the furnaces are not made in the United States, that they're just made by an American company, which is mostly the reality of the situation is that it's either made in China or it's made in China and assembled in North America. Because that's one of the way that you got around like embargoes and tariffs and things for decades and decades and decades. There's a big thing about pickup trucks. Pickup trucks had certain rules on them about being made in the United States, and cars being made in the United States. So they manufactured all the bits and pieces overseas and then shipped them to Canada or the United States and put the doors on. Now that's an oversimplification. I said I wasn't going to talk about economics, but I am anyways. That's an oversimplification that they would just simply put the doors on, but it's not much of a oversimplification. It amounted to such. It amounted to like just finishing off the vehicle or installing parts, individual parts kind of thing. Whereas before it was considered a part. A mostly complete thing is just considered a part. And then you received that part. Why is that banana pink? It's not pink. Okay. A lot of that stuff was symbolic for a long time. Hey, I didn't go near you. I was like away from you, dickhead. Fuck. Now I'm stuck in here. And I mean, we all voted for what we got out of our pocketbooks, you know. Again, some people might not be old enough to consider this, but 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, were you buying Christmas lights at $1 at $29.99, $39.99, $49.99, or were you buying it for $9.99? Because the ones that were $9.99 were the ones that were bought from China, and the ones that were $59.99 or so forth were the ones bought from the ones manufactured in North America. And we voted that we overwhelmingly wanted to buy something cheaper. It's one of the reasons like Target didn't work out in Canada. It's because Canadians don't have brand loyalty. Our bottom line is we don't want to pay a lot for it, and it doesn't matter who is selling us the shit. As long as the crap is inexpensive, we'll buy it. And like, when's the last time you bought a premium good that wasn't food? Do I want to go that way? Is that the way I went before? Do I want to risk this? I think this might be poisonous. But the thing is that you recover from poison. Nope, that's okay. Ah, crap. I wonder how much poison this is going to do. Maybe I'm going to have to get someplace safe. There we go. Let me get through here. Okay, I'm having fun again. No. If I walk across that, will that be worth it? No, it doesn't look like it's worth it. I think this is where I got ledged up last time. I don't think there is a discernible way around or out right here. Yeah, I don't see one. So if I put, I think I got the chain. I think I got the rope gun. No, that's not a rope gun. Okay. So how high can I aim this and it still be effective for me? Because I'm gonna have to grab it. So how about we go here? That's probably a little low. I probably could have made it much higher. No, that was good. I could probably have done it a few feet higher. Maybe I should have put a Peloton in my hand, a Pinton in my hand. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Ah, there we go. That is great. Now I can regain some of that. Shit. I don't really see where I'm going here. Oh, that was further than I planned. Okay, maybe. God damn it. Maybe if I go like to one extreme side, I can find a way up there. Okay, you know, you don't have to show me this every time. Seriously, I know how far up I went. Okay, this is like seriously at the beginning. This is like Cuphead, who's like, ha 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 ha, you suck. This is how much you suck. Look how close you were. I need a drink. Because you're making me upset. And it's dehydrating me. There we go. Do. Maybe I shouldn't bring Bing Bong. Maybe I should try at least one ascent without a bunch of extra weight on me. But I really want to get that achievement. And I don't think I would try that I don't think I would try that achievement again if it wasn't if I didn't do it the first time. Because it doesn't. No, come on, get in there. Having this is good, but I don't think having a roll of something, having the bandage roll is good because you can throw it at things, but I haven't seen any bombs this ascent, so maybe it's not going to be useful at all. If there was mods available right now, what I would do is I'd skip this peak and go to the next peak and then just keep trying at that peak, or that section until I finished it, until I passed it. Then I'd go to the next one and keep going on that one, then go to the next one and keep going on that one. The starting from the beginning was one of the reasons that I got irritated at a lot of Nintendo games, starting over again. The introduction of save states was revolutionary, and I for one, completely embraced and accepted save states. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Is this something I can stand on? Yes, it is. I don't know where I'm going. Just go here. This seems to be the closest. Oh, no. There we go. Hey, fruit face, gimme. Okay, where is... That wasn't a great one. Did it give me any extra stamina? I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Ow, 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 ow. Is this easier that way, or is it easier that way? I don't know. Oh, that is not too far. So let's go this way. Whee! My ADD is telling me that I haven't mentioned not having cheesecake in a while because I ate all the cheesecake, and my ADD is now asserting you don't have cheesecake. You need cheesecake. Talk about cheesecake so it doesn't leave the periphery of your consciousness, and you remember that you want cheesecake. Okay, I acknowledge you, brain, that you want cheesecake, but we don't have cheesecake, and I'm not going to get cheesecake because if I get cheesecake, I will eat the cheesecake. And if I eat the cheesecake will be in my body. And if the cheesecake is in my body, it will be metabolized by my body. And if it is metabolized, we can expect fatness to come next. So no cheesecake. There, I have reasoned myself out of wanting cheesecake. Except I still want cheesecake. Come on, let me up. There we go. I think one of the major problems with my stamina management... What is that? I don't know what that is. I think one of the major problems with my stamina management is that sometimes I'll let go of the left mouse button and then hit it again, and then I get like a double jump tappy thing going on, and I lose stuffins. Okay, this is bothering me that someone phoned and didn't leave a message and hung up after like the first ring. Being an 80s kid sucks. When everything was landline, and keeping that mentality that if somebody's phoned, it's probably important because no one really wants to talk to anybody. That's why people answer phones. Old people, I mean. It's because we remember our parents saying, what if your sister's been in a car accident and she's dying and you'll never see her again? It's like, what am I supposed to do about it? She's in the hospital and dying, or she's already dead. Like, how is it going to help me knowing, an hour ahead of time? Because I'm not going to be able to view her body in all of its smashed up and decrepit glory? Like, seriously. Let's go this way. I think it'll be easy to climb this. Or when the cell phones first became a thing and all the old people thought it was like strictly for emergencies or primarily for emergencies. They couldn't comprehend why you would have a telephone on you at all times, but not be available at all times. As if that was the primary point of communication. was so that they could get in touch with you whenever they wanted. Actually, cell phones when they first came out were the fucking worst, and everybody treated them like idiotically. So I had a cell phone in my first job as a teenager working at McDonald's, one of my first jobs, and I kept it in my pocket because I didn't want to put it in my locker. I wanted it on me at all times, and I kept accidentally butt dialing, and people, instead of hanging up, would keep the phone on and listen to me at work, and that would cost minutes. So like all of my minutes would be completely used between getting to work and getting off of work, and it'd be like, you have no more minutes. It's like, what the hell happened? Oh, I was listening to you work. It's like, why? It was funny. Or you'd have someone dumb in your family who thought like thought text messaging worked the same as pagers. Pagers were a thing, by the way. And they would like, it would dial but say you were unavailable, and then like start pushing numbers to try to leave like a pager style message, but that didn't work. No, I don't want that. I'm so over cell phones at this point that I don't bring it with me. I leave my cell phone at home. Damn it. No matter where I go, what I do, I leave my cell phone at home. So it ends up being worthless. The primary thing that my cell phone is used for is backup internet. So if my house internet goes down, okay, I then tether my cell phone to my main system, and then I have a seamless internet. I could probably set it up that it's fallback and then it happens automatically, but I don't. And that's what it's primarily used for. I pay like $50 a month to never use my cell phone, except for once every 2 to 3 months when the internet goes down for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, or the power goes out for like an hour or something, and then I use the cell phone, and that's it. It is literally emergency internet, and that's it. That's its sole function. I think, can I get up here? Is that good? I can do up this vine here and get to that part there, but I'm not sure I can get over those vines, those larger vines, those branches. Okay, go up here, go here. I think I can do like that. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, my brain is not letting go of cheesecake. Just let go. We're not having any. Just let it die. Let the dream of cheesecake die. Ooh, what's this green fruit? Or this purple fruit, I mean. That was good purple fruit. I asked a friend of mine who like runs a business if he wanted me to set it up so like if ever his internet fails or something like that, he can just slot his cell phone in and be able to continue to use the interface with stuff like his credit card machine and stuff like that. And he's like, oh no, if it's down, then they're just gonna have to pay for cash. And it's like, hey, you know, it really doesn't work that way, right? Well, then they'll just have to wait. It's like, okay, so you want to inconvenience them because you don't want to provide a backup? You don't want to pay for a backup, but you don't even have to pay for it because you already have the cell phone? Okay, I'm probably going to pass out right here. Let's just get to a place where I'm going to pass out safely. Like, dude, I can put it together so it's seamless and you don't have to do anything. Like, your internet will be down for like 5 minutes. That's it. You notice that it's down. You walk into the back room and you plug a USB cable in the back of your phone and you push a few buttons and then suddenly you have internet again and everything works. No, didn't want to do that. I don't like it when businesses inconvenience their customer because they don't think they have to accommodate certain things. They think that the way that their business is set up is like the way that it's set up, and like if you want to have their service or something, you've got to interface with them in a certain way. It's like, no, there are like standards, you know, there are things that people become accustomed to, and you kind of have to provide those things, because if you don't, then, you know, you're just aggravating people. And why do you want to aggravate people? Is that going anywhere? No, I don't think so. Okay, I think I'm going to use... Oh! I think I'm going to use this. Okay, I think I can get that. This is going to be big. This is not going to be cool. Oh shit! Okay, I thought there was no bombs, but I guess there are bombs. I think I'm sick of Peak right now. This is the kind of game that's not like, it's not like oh fuck. It's not like something a lot of it is RNG is what I'm trying to say. A lot of the stuff that you need to do is random. Just random configure. I didn't do anything. I think I might be done with Peak for a while. I'm now at the point where I don't like this mountain. I think that's just the primary thing. This particular mountain configuration is not something I enjoy. Yeah, fuck this. I don't want to play anymore. This is not fun. No, it's not fun. Thank you for nobody watching.